All right, what is up, YouTube, Twitch chat, wave hello. We're here again, back with another Island account review, this time for Silent Protocol, who is a brand new player in World 2 trying to push to World 3. Bit confused, needs to know what to work on, so we're here to take a look at that. So, straight off the money, man, straight off the money, get off of using the Blunder Hill card set on your first guy. And for two of your characters, you're using passive cards. Passive cards will literally just give you your bonus. You don't need to have them in your set. So you can really swap those out for something else. They don't like double the bonus if you have them equipped or anything like that. It's literally just a passive card. They just exist and they give you bonuses. Let's take a look at your characters here. Okay. So let me ask you this. Are you aware of how the Amarok shuffle works? Silent. Or do you not? You might not know what that is. Listen, I can't read fair enough, demon. I am not. Okay, so the Amarok shuffle is basically you create Amarok sets for all your characters. And when you get to a new world, so in this case, you're in World 2, you make a new set and you use the upgrade stones for armor that you can buy from the World 2 vendor on your new Amarok set. So, because it gives you better modifiers for it. So I noticed that your guys don't have, or you have some equip slots used on it. But what I would recommend for you then is go to the World 2 shop, the World 2 merchant, buy the upgrade stones and slap them onto your armor. It will increase your survivability. And then I would also recommend that you make Amarok on everybody here. So you at least have the Glunko pendants, which are not too terrible. So make Amarok armor for everyone. It'll help you out. Next, I would definitely say at least make a set of iron tools for everybody. So push their level up to the point where they can use iron tools. So just give them an iron pick, iron axe, what have you. It all counts at the end of the day because they're all relative stat sticks, so you can put upgrades on them and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend getting a set of iron tools on everybody. Tools for everyone. You've got food, which is great. Overall, not too terrible. But yeah, the basic method of madness when it comes to the Amarok set, don't ever make the helmets. The helmets are trash. You can make the rest of the gear. That's perfectly fine. But what you want to do is literally every time you go to new worlds, so when eventually you get to World 3, you make 5, 6, 7 new sets of Amarok armor whenever you can. Put the World 3 upgrade stones on them, and they're going to be even better. So that's called the Amarok Shuffle. Let's take a look at your account in general. Got some statues, which is good. Try to gold them when you can, because as they said, they currently don't grant bonuses to everybody as a total, so not everybody's getting access to the 5.6% accuracy here. Try to buy the gold versions when you can for your statues. In terms of obols here, because you've got some obol slots available, and you do have obols unlocked because you're in World 2, I would recommend the pop obols that you can farm at Gigafrogs in World 6. They are that final map if you keep following the World 6 portals. So farm some pop-obols. They add drop chance, which is very, very beneficial for you. I'm not going to worry about apocalypses. We can take a look at constellations for sure. Oh, you haven't touched constellations. So are you aware of where you can begin constellations, Silent? So, super simple. I'll show you here real quick. Constellations are basically like literal mini constellations that are scattered around all over maps. And the way you start it is if you go, so like here's a prime example. I'm over here in World 4. This is a constellation. You can click on it and it won't be lit up like this. It'll be grayed out and they're hidden around various parts of the map. This name tells you where they are. But it'll say, hey, you need to do XY thing on XY characters, progress, da-da-da-da-da. You complete them, make sure you click on them with every character that you need to do, and then you will have completed the constellation. The constellation itself is accessible through the codex. Once you unlock it, it's called star signs here. And these are basically bonuses. Every time you complete a constellation, you get points. So you take these points and say, oh, well, I need to unlock this, or I need to unlock this, and you spend these points to unlock and get bonuses. So, I mean, some of the early ones are really great. You're going to be able to get chopping efficiency with multi-log chance, catching efficiency with fishing, actual catching efficiency, and then if you really want, you can get minigame rewards and stuff like that. So there are basically bonuses, and what you do is you click on one and you hit assign, and when you start off, you can only do one. When you get Hydron, you'll be able to do two, and then Seraphim, you do three. Yeah, it's the thing you unlock at the top of the tree. Exactly that. Eventually, you'll be able to have access to a mechanic in World 4 that allow you to have infinite star signs. So in my case, these star signs here are infinite. So they're already pre-aligned to me. I don't have to spend the time to align it. So that's how they work. So like all of these, I can say, well, I don't need these anymore. I can get rid of these because they're infinites. So I can say, okay, well, I want to pick up drop rarity and jade gain and let's see, gold food bonus. So yeah, constellations are worth it. If you're looking exactly for where they are, there are several guides. Even the wiki tells you where they are in about the maps and how to do them. So in some of these cases, like the Whipping Willows one, you've already done it. You just need to go touch it and claim it. Same for the End of the Road. You've already done this. You can just go touch it and claim it. So it is definitely worth doing because these star signs get quite a bit more powerful as you go on. So it is worth your time. Absolutely. You're going to get stuff like, free time candy, chance not to consume food, which is great early on, mob spawn, AFK gain rates, shit like that. So very, very, very beneficial. Beneficial as all hell. Okay. Vault. So Vault here is really what's going to help juice your early game. Vault is massive. Okay. Since he added a Vault, there is so many good perks in here. You've got a lot of damage, a lot of free points, a lot of free money, which is great. Making the upgrades cheaper, getting more money per kills, higher investment, so on and so forth. I would highly, highly focus farming up cash and finishing as much of Vault as you can. If you're curious on what the cap is on some of these things, take a look here. So at least, like, the actual cost to max will tell you if it's like, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to do that. So the primary ones that are like, you will never ever max them is Wicked Smart, Kitchen Dream Mare, the Tom, and Cooking Knowledge. These guys are practically infinites because of their ridiculous cost, and it is way out of the realm of possibility for you, so don't worry about that. So start working on your star signs. Let's see. So we got the Anvil. You've got some points. Make sure that you are buying your points for one, spending the money to buy all the paid tome points, and two, spending the resources. For now, I really wouldn't worry about the resource ones until you get to World 3, but I would definitely say the priority is spending the money to get all the paid points unlocked and assigned. Okay? Forge wise, you always want to keep smelting stuff. If you have got a bunch of ore in your chest, take it, slap it in here, do it constantly. Another big thing here, even if you're not going to use all these upgrades, you want to buy every single forge upgrade. Buy them all. All of them. All of them, all of them, all of them. So 100% do that. Let's see. Buy your Anvil Points. Buy your forge upgrades. In terms of bribes, you've probably completed them all. Oh no, you've actually got a couple still left. Bribes are fairly important. This is a really nice one to grab early, the fake teleport tickets. If you can get your hands on enough money to pay for it, you just basically get free map teleports for the rest of the game. It's so nice, and especially when you're able to grab the counterfeit telepassports one as well. It is very, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you'll just basically keep pushing through your bribes until you get down here to Garbage Tuna, which is an NPC you'll have to get another set of bribes from. in World 2, going through the fishing islands, so that is important. In terms of stamps, early I want you to primarily focus on getting all your stamps. So there's a good chunk of stampage you can have access to in Worlds 1 and 2. Obviously it expands more and more as you get into Worlds 3 and the like. So definitely, if you're ever curious, like, well, how do I access what set of stamps? And this is the nice thing about Toolboxes. You can just click on it. Say, hey, I want the Agile stamp. Okay, well, looks like I can get the Agile stamp from R12. Well, what is R12? It's the rare drop table 12. And it says, well, you can actually pull, or sorry, this is the drop table 12, not the rare drop table 12. You can pull the mega rare. You can pull, 1 in 10,000 to get bag of heads, 1 in 5,000 to get Agile stamp, and it says, okay, you can pull that from this drop table, this rare drop table, from the butterfly nest, the fly nest, the grocery bag, or the sentient bowl, which means this is related to the catching in World 2. So this is the real nicety about Toolboxes. It'll tell you where to get stuff. Yeah. So if you're like, well, actually, I want the Book of Wisdom. It's okay, let's look at the Book of Wisdom. How do we get it? We take a look at Rare 4. So in this case, you get it from mining. You have a chance to pull the high IQ lumber stamp, or you have the chance to pull the book stamp, stuff like that. And eventually it'll get easier for you. But in this case, oh, look, you have a chance to pull it from XYZ mining. So this is why Eidolon Toolbox is very useful, is it'll feed you this information. And it's just a free utility everybody uses. Ooh, okay, so have you started doing Owl then, yeah? You've just started Owl, by the looks of it. Because Owl definitely speeds up. Yeah, I think level 3. Okay, so I would wholeheartedly recommend whenever you get the chance, grab the bonuses of Orion. I would only stop is if this value gets more expensive than the Mega Reset value. So unless this goes over 68 billion, don't worry about it, keep grabbing it. Once it goes over, don't grab the next one, grab the Mega Reset and start again. The ideal way you do it is you basically, every chance you get for Owl, you do a feather restart. You do it over and over and over and over again because you generate more, exponentially more feathers every time. Okay? So as you're going to be pushing into your worlds, I would recommend 2 bubbles out of alchemy the most, and it's in the orange cauldron and the green cauldron. It's this versus FMJ in the orange cauldron. This grants you percent bonus from all equipment as well as base defense per class level. This will increase your survivability if you're struggling to get a 100% survivability on maps. And you can even, if you get this high enough early game, you won't even have to, get food anymore. You don't even have to have food in your inventory. You'll be perfectly fine. The next one in the green cauldron is Shapracy. Shapracy will boost your accuracy more based off of the secondary stats of your class. So let's use your warrior, for example. So say your warrior doesn't have a lot of accuracy. Well, the way you can get by this is you can say get your weapon and your Amarok armor. You can take it, upgrade it, have it being upgraded by a mage, so it's giving wisdom stats, because that's how the upgrade tokens work. It's by whoever the class is. And then you can give that armor back to your warrior, and he's going to have extra wisdom that is then going to be turned into additional accuracy gain. So you'll be able to guarantee a hit more. Right now for alchemy, I want you to make sure you're focused on unlocking bubbles as much as you can. So at least have some folks in here. Stick somebody in the purple, in the yellow cauldron as well. The reason for it being is there's some great modifiers here in yellow. There's additional drop rates, statue XP, which basically makes it so that instead of statues fully wiping out their XP, they instead start with X amount. Not super relevant right now. Level up gift is great. You can get gems, stuff like that. There's a lot of benefits across alchemy, and it's one of the things you definitely should not neglect as a new player. It is a brand new thing. And it looks like you've unlocked a couple vials. Every chance you get, you should definitely try to unlock new vials. And do you know about the method of how you should be going about unlocking new vials? Like, what's the best way to get a drop for Nubels, Sal? Wait for that. Let's take a look here. Okay, so you have been buying some of these upgrades. Yeah, these cauldron upgrades are very, very, very important. Very important indeed. So make sure you are buying those whenever you get the chance, including buying the increased alchemy speed and extra experience for your players as well. So definitely be buying those as well. Let's see. Yeah, if you don't know in terms of vials, what you can do, so we'll pull up my online here. So if we go to World 2 and like, okay, well, I want to unlock the wrapper. I already have it, but just for sake of example, you can go to your inventory and say, hey, I want to unlock this wrapper. All right? What you do is you hold shift, so you get the quick drop, and you just rapid fire drop whatever you're trying to unlock, and it will cause the vial spinner basically to roll a lot better than if you did it one at a time, picked it up, one at a time, picked it up, that kind of thing. So you basically just want to rapid fire drop onto the cauldron in order to unlock new vials. That's the best way to do it for you. Kilroy's whatever. Have you touched any of the islands yet? No. So once you push through the final portals in the fishing side of World 2, you'll have access to islands. I would 100% recommend picking up trash first to get that started. It is very, very, very important to do so. You do not want to touch Fractal. Fractal is one of the last ones you need to do. Sea Salt is for catching legendary fish for World 6 equipment, so don't worry about it right now. Shimmer is great because it basically gives you free weekly challenges and a little training dummy. And the weekly challenges, if you get enough points in them, you'll be able to get a resource that you'll be able to spend on the island for additional count bonuses, things like that. Rando's great if you want to do random events. It guarantees a once a week spawn of them. Crystals will drop, the crystal island will spawn giant crystal mobs that when you kill them, they'll drop their loot tables and then a lot of gems and candy you can spend. Kangaroo. Okay, it looks like you've started Kangaroo, which is good. So Kangaroo is a bit different. You do not want to be doing the fishery reset here because you don't gain anything from it. The way that you should be doing Roo is basically just progressively built up. And when you hit the greatest catch this time, because as the same method of madness, get as many bonuses as you can. When the bonus cost is over the catch cost, stop, get the catch. Is when you do your reset through the catch, you're going to be able to get points, and these points are going to go into the reset bonuses here. So bluefin fish caught, shiny fishing speed and luck, making your upgrades cheaper, and making other reset bonuses cheaper, or making other reset bonuses higher, and increasing tar fish, stuff like that. So there are plenty of in-depth guides if you want to look into it for that, but yeah, I mean, functionally speaking, for your account, man, I think you're in a great starting position. The biggest things I would recommend for you, I would say get Amarok armor on everybody. Get an Amarok set. Upgrade them with World 2 stones. Eventually, when you get to World 3, craft new sets. And, brain farting here. Put the World 3 upgrade stones on them. I would then say iron tools for everybody at minimum. Just get everybody's level up doing various skills. Get them up to the point where they can all rock iron tools. You want to have the stat stakes. It is very beneficial. I would then say farm some pop obols. I wish it was usually just candy. Yeah, silly, it is a demon. I would say pop obols are a great farmable to do. You can farm them from the Giga Frogs in World 6. They add drop chance, which will help you greatly since you'll be able to get more and more. It is a very, very nice stat to keep additive to. I would then say start working on your star signs because you said you've just touched on it in that giant tree in World 1. So that's great. So now that you're working on that, make sure you're up, selecting the constellations you've already completed. going out and completing other constellations. A lot of them are fairly easy, like AFK here or touch with a specific class, things like that. Super, super simple. Very much worth your time. Don't forget to buy your Anvil points and buy your Forge upgrades. They're super critical to the early game and will help your account greatly. In regard to Anvil points, make sure you're buying, or not buying, you're claiming all of your production of your Anvil goods, because there's no sense in just leaving them full, because they won't produce anything. And last but not least, if you have the money, I would say focus on finishing out your vault. Vault has some disgustingly good bonuses, and that helps you severely in the early game. I'm talking, if you get enough money into your vault and you have almost all the upgrades done up, I could see you pushing World 6 within a week and a half. Like, it boosts people's accounts like crazy. But that being said, Silent, do you have any other questions for me? Any kind of concerns, things you'd like me to take a double take at, stuff like that? Because overall, as a new player, I think you're in a good position to really start building a solid foundation before you run off into the wilds and begin to build your house. That is, working through Worlds 3, Worlds 4, Worlds 5, and Worlds 6. There's so much content out there, but at the end of the day, you can build the most amazing house, but if its foundation is shoddy, it is not worth it. Should I farm the obols in like 2-3 accounts as 2-3 tunes at once? You definitely can if that's something you like to prioritize. It's definitely viable. It just comes down to what you think is the best focus. Like, based off of everything I've said to you, like, it comes down to your judgment on what you think. Hey, I'm gonna go focus on farming obols. I mean, there's no real wrong way to handle this, functionally speaking. So it is definitely an option for you if you'd like. Very helpful, and I took down notes. Yep, happy to help you, Silent. And yeah, if you've got questions or whatever, man, drop by our Discord. We're here to new players have the access for pets. Yes, yes, definitely do your weekly free pets. So talk to the Borky dog. Is it under premium currency? Yeah, it's a companion thing. Ooh, look at that. Big bubble alchemy early on. That's really nice. And 100% drop rate in XP. Yeah, okay. But it doesn't have the new ones yet. That's fine. Definitely every chance you get for your weekly, roll your pets. If you can get Newt, you are golden. You are absolutely golden, my man. But that being said, I have been Will. This has been another Eidolon account review. If you folks are ever interested in getting an Eidolon account review yourself, check us out Tuesdays and Thursdays over at Twitch and YouTube Live, where we give Eidolon reviews to anybody who asks. If you'd like a review but you can't make it, check us out. Discord is in the description below, where we have a channel set up where you can request it in the event you aren't able to make a stream. But until next time, folks, we will see you in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.